Bonjour, bonjour, je m'appelle Panic at Letesco et je suis une grande baguette avec un petit mousse. That is the extent of my French, but I only know one language, and that is the language of racing, and we have got plenty of that for you tonight here in Ultimate Racing League's Porsche versus Ferrari Championship. We are here once again with the guys from League 2, here just down the road from the first track that we was at last week. Last week we were at Sainte-Croix in the middle of France. We have moved over to the village of Alsace here in the French countryside. Look at it, it's a beautiful track, twisting and flowing, and it is going to be a challenge for our drivers. We have got a new cameraman once again. Unfortunately, Emmanuel was voted out by the rest of the staff, so he will no longer be the cameraman, but not to worry, we have a new cameraman. His name is a little old-fashioned, but everybody give a warm welcome to Napoleon. He will be fantastic, I am sure. Anyway, let's get down to Chateau de Barreau and introduce our drivers on the grid. So we have to do the grid walk in record time because it's 15 cars on the grid. 15th place, it is Le Billion in the Skechers Ferrari, followed by Farrick in the number 15 Ferrari. Then it is the number 8 Porsche of Shushu. Apologies to Stealth, we couldn't get his livery to load, but there is Stealth. It was a Tunnux bar. Then it is the first of our Panic tribute cars with Carlsberg. Then it's Pudding Flaps making a return to the series. Next up it is Ninky, always around is Ninky. Then the purple Porsche of Hoyland, followed by the orange 69 Jägermeister Porsche of Mighty Kid. Then the second of our Panic at the Tesco tributes with number 4 with Tiddy Milk. Paris has finally got a livery together there. Then we've got Digi. Then we've got IQ CW4 in third place. In second place we have got Rufus, and finally our pole sitter is Frank in the number 25 Ferrari. It is a Ferrari pole tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to start your engines. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So it is 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are go, go, go. A slightly slow start there from Frank, but the Ferraris also start slowly anyway, as IQCW4 sees an opportunity to try to get into the lead in turn 1, but he's on the outside, Rufus on the inside. Frank getting away clean, and oh no, IQ's been turned around by Rufus, who slows down and lets him through. Meanwhile, in the middle of the pack, Tiddy has got his way up into third place. Perez having a great start, picking his way through the carnage there, up into second already in that Ferrari. Tiddy in third. Some cars really cutting the grass there on the inside. None of these corners have names. This is a fictional circuit, but we'll come up with some as we go. Tiddy in third place. Oh, he's on the outside there though. Let's view what is happening behind us. We've got a 3 wide, and Carlsberg then looking to come through as well. Carlsberg on the outside there. He's got the inside into the next right-hander. Is he going to try and get Hoyland as well? He's on the brakes up the inside of Hoyland. He just thinks better of it. Try and get a better exit. And regroup and try and attack as it is absolute action, action, action on lap 1. This track never fails to disappoint. It's one that we need to race more often because this track is so wide and so fast. IQ CW4 recovering there down at the back now. He won't stay there for long. Picks his way already through Digi. Digi got caught up in that action at the start as well, it seems. And it looks like I think Rufus down in the in 15th place, having let the field go through. We see Farrick there spinning off in the background. He's gone off already. He's not actually completed a lap before having a trip to the barriers. Hoyland then in 4th place on the racing mediums actually. Carlsberg on the softs, and look at that Mighty Kid there having a look. Let's go on board. Mighty Kid all over the rear of that over the spoiler of Carlsberg. Hoyland's gone deep, and Carlsberg nearly followed him, and there was Mighty Kid having a look, but he's gone and got his nose in too deep and he's had to pull out now. It looks like Hoyland did have a penalty there because he was very naughty in that last race, causing a collision last week. in our last French race. So very, very naughty. Anyway, Frank leads his first lap of this race, but look at this, Paris right all over him, both of them on the racing medium tyres as well, so they're both in very strong positions here. They will have to switch onto the soft tyres later. It will be a bit of a gamble to see how long those soft tyres last, because they won't be able to anticipate the wear. As Mighty Kid there fighting now with Stealth making up places as well at the start here. Who needs qualifying when you have races like this? As he takes the inside into the right-hander at the south end of the circuit now, as we go through the fields of yellow flowers. I'm not a flower expert, I'm afraid. Mighty Kid looking to the inside line there, getting on the power nice and early. He's got the outside, but can't get the overlap. Now we go into the bowl. I will just call this the bowl. It is a bowl. Look at this, Shushu attacking Mighty Kid as well. Shushu is on the soft tyres here, so he could be able to get past. Look at that, Ninky having a go at IQ as well. I mean, IQ's down the order, but it was still coming under a bit of pressure there. But now it's IQ's turn to have a go at pudding flaps. Paris has had an accident. Paris has had an accident. We just see the end of that there. See if we can find him on track. So he's there. He's in 9th place, and Carlsberg has taken the lead. So let's go back and see what happened there. There's been a coming together with Frank and Paris, hasn't there? They've attacked each other. Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that, Paris. Oh gosh, let's watch this. We are about to watch a very late dive. He's more than a second behind, and he wasn't going for the move. I think he just missed his brakes. He's missed his brakes, but look at this then. Frank has been taken out like a cheap date, and he should have just rammed the back of Paris there. That's what I would have done. I would have just given him one then, but at least Paris has got out of it. And look at that though, Frank straight back up into second and just driving past Tiddy like he's not even there. Good work, Frank. Now Tiddy's having a go back at this now, and they've hit each other. Frank very quick with his fingers. I'm going to have to call him Quick Finger Frank, correcting that slide there, as Pudding Flaps has had a spin now, and it must have been IQ because he's parked his car and is waiting. So just lots of chaos here. Hoyland, having taken a penalty, just comes past both of them. Let's just go back and watch what happened there with Pudding. He's been a bit of a pudding, hasn't he? So here he is on the inside, and I can't. You know what? Oh gosh, he's lost it all on his own and hit IQ, but then IQ's waited. So there we go. That's the view I'm trying to get. It's easiest to see these things from off the back bumper. So IQ goes to the inside. Oh no, he did touch him. He did touch him, and he just couldn't quite nudge him back round the right way. So yes, it is on IQ, and he does the right thing and waits. And Labillion there having a bit of a traffic jam in front of him. The best kind of jam after Blueberry is traffic. Now, anyway, let's be serious. So Frank now under pressure here from Tiddy, but Frank must be quite quick round here to have got pole position. So he's not going to give this up without a fight, is he? He's got Carlsberg in the lead. Carlsberg having a wonderful race here, qualifying down at the back, but just having doors opened for him. And Tiddy will be really after this because there's a championship at stake. Tiddy goes up the inside, gets the move done there. That is a very clean move. Just helps himself to the apex, gets a better exit, and this has compromised Frank now. Frank just in the wrong place on the track. He's lost position, and it's costing him positions on the track here. He's got the inside line now going into the bowl though, so he should be able to hold on to full. Oh, he's got all out of shape through the bowl. and now he's got cars breathing down on his neck. None of them could take advantage. It's Paris now having a look on Mighty Kid coming back through. Paris has now learned that he should brake there. I don't think Paris was going for a dive bomb though. Frank, I think he's let this get to his head a little bit because he's a little bit erratic on that throttle. Just sliding the back end of the car and losing a lot of time on the exits, but he has managed through some chance to stay on to 4th place. Look at this though, Shushu, he had a bad qualifying, but he had a good race last time out, so he is a very capable driver, and narrowly missing the outside barrier there on the exit of the final turn, but he's putting Tiddy under some pressure here, and we know Tiddy's a fast guy. Now Frank just closing the door on the apex of turn 1 there, very, very well defended, but I think he needs to start looking forwards and not backwards here. That's what I would be doing. Let the guys come at me and just use my raw speed. They are on the medium tyres behind, at least Mighty Kid and Paris is, as Mighty Kid goes to the inside, Paris goes to the outside. Paris tries to get an undercut on the way out of the corner, but he can't, and he hits him. Now, Mighty Kid getting a better exit out of the previous corner and has managed to get past Frank before the next major turn, before the next major braking zone. As Shushu continues to attack Tiddy, I need 2 screens here because they are all attacking each other. And whilst I turned my back, Paris manages to get into 5th place. Come on, Napoleon, keep up. As Stealth now having a look at Ninky. Oh, we've got Rufus in there as well, and Frank has just got absolutely swallowed up here, and I think it's just a bit of experience, a bit of racecraft. There's some seasoned race drivers here who don't give you an inch, and Frank's found that out the hard way here, and now he's holding the inside into the hairpin. Is he going to manage to hold the inside as he gets on the power? He does. Gets on the power quite nicely and just covers the front of Rufus's nose there. A little bit of a twitch going up the hill, but he's managed to build that gap back up now. Now these guys still going at each other. Paris on Mighty Kid. Paris with the wide line, and Mighty Kid running out of tarmac, but he just gets in the way of Paris. Carlsberg being the first car to pit, and look at those tyres, they're dead. Those soft tyres have had enough. Now Carlsberg does wear those tyres more than I wear pants. You know, it could just be a Carlsberg thing. We need to see, actually, and it is just kind of a Carlsberg thing, because the Porsche of Shushu is still out there on softs, and they're not looking too bad, but the wear is quite high here. Look at the map at the right. Do you see any straights? Nope. It's all corners, this track, and they're all high-speed corners as well. It's the high-speed corners that wear the tyres here. Not that I want to give anyone any hints on how to preserve the tyres around this track. Let's just say that we've got this track coming up soon in Sunday Championship, and there are secrets to making those tyres go further around this track. So I'm not saying any of them though. Ninky getting out wide, and he spanned their car, and that's not how you look after the tyres. Man, he's done a Verstappen. He's done a Verstappen impression of his Miami spin there, and put the handbrake on and caught it. Frank now back up into 6th, so he didn't stay down in 9th for long. And this lap already 1.3 seconds faster than his previous best, so it just shows you that he was just losing lap time watching the other cars, getting involved in the battles. I think he's got his head back into the right rhythm now. Look at Rufus's tyres in that Ferrari. Those are also crying no more, no more, as Shushu then in 2nd place has just lost the back of Tiddy, and is he going into the pits? He is. He's doing the right thing there. Get rid of those soft tyres. They have to use them. Rufus doing the same, and Stealth also doing the same. Has anyone stayed out on softs? That's the question. I don't think so. Digi hasn't actually made it round to the pit lane yet. So, oh, actually, no, he's made it to turn 1, and he's not pitted. So Digi not pitting. and then we go down the grid. There's obviously the sort of, I wouldn't call them stragglers at the back, but people who've had misfortunes down at the back, particularly Pudding Flaps, IQ. IQ with the fastest lap though, 1:54. That is very fast. The next best is this, 1:55.6 for Tiddy. So don't count out IQ CW4 just yet. He will have something to prove here, as Frank now inheriting third place now that some of the cars in front have pitted. This is what Frank needs, some nice open track, and this is giving me a chance just to have a breather here as well. Carlsberg then, I believe he went into the pits because I was making fun of him with the tyre wear, wasn't I? So he's in a very strong position here. It is a short pit lane though, and no, I don't think he has been in the pits, has he? It was, I forgot now, I'm losing the plot here, but I could swear that he went into the pits. If he did, he's forgot to put any fuel in, because there's definitely no extra fuel in that car. Yeah, so Digi actually holding on to his fuel quite nicely there. Just noticed that. Digi conserving fuel. But Tiddy now with quite a gap here. And still in the 156s though, with IQ, that 154. It's hard to tell what his pace is though, because his last lap being a 158. Was that due to an accident or due to other cars or due to pitting? I don't know. But anyway, let's just see whether there are any more battles happening up and down the grid. Even these medium tyres aren't lasting. Look, the medium tyres, we are on lap 7 here, and they're already, I'd say, past their best. They will start losing lap time quite rapidly now. Especially on a track with this many corners. So Carlsberg then hunting down Paris, fresh mediums versus, I think, Carlsberg, I'm sure Carlsberg pitted, but it just doesn't show up on the screen there. And it must have been just a tyre change, because you wouldn't be able to do, I'm looking at that 203 and thinking that was the lap he pitted, and I was making the joke at the time, wasn't I? So, it's just thrown me that it was such a quick pit stop, and I'm not sure how he plans to make it to the end of the race, to be honest. Extreme fuel saving is the only way, as we're not expecting any more pit stops. And Mighty Kid having a bit of an off there. Is this going to promote Frank? No, because Frank's had some issues of his own there. Ninky getting close to him here. So I think, I didn't watch qualifying, but I think the story of it is going to be that they only had 10 minutes to qualify on, and it's a 2-minute lap round here, and I'm guessing it was whoever managed to make the least mistakes got pole, just judging by what I'm seeing from the driving on track. It's a track where stringing a lap together is difficult. The gaps in Pro and in League One will probably be quite large gaps as well, just because of how many different apexes you've got to get right around here, and there's some very complex corners as well. So, and talking of complex corners, let's go on board as we exit the hairpin. Now this corner here is never ending, and I'm not quite sure of the line there. Look how much wider the track was compared to the line he used. He's not using the full left here either, yeah, maybe just not carrying the apex speed. But this is a track where I don't expect to see many people really maximising it. This corner here, very, very difficult to judge where to turn in because of how wide the track is and the change in camber. This one, do you take a high line, do you take a low line, do you clip the apex early or late? So Tiddy basically just took it down the middle at medium speed, and it's at least consistent. You've got to brake whilst turning here. This is all about how you get off the brakes and release that front axle. and now get over to the right, and he's not got over to the right here either. So it might sound like I'm being really critical, but you know, these are all things that you know, these drivers can do to get faster lap times around here. There are ways to go fast around this track. Let's see the braking under the bridge there, good reference point, and that's a good final turn there for Mighty Kid. You know, just a bit staccato there, but then again he's coming into the pits. Maybe just braking a little bit too hard, as Frank then setting his personal best lap at 155.9, still a second a lap slower than IQCW4 though, who is not on the soft tyres either, he's also on the mediums. So IQ absolutely flying. Let's see, now Carlsberg's been into the pits and he's not put on any tyres, so he had forgot to put fuel in the car. He's come out on the same tyres again. I'd have been tempted just to put the softs on at that stage, but they might not last. We saw them only lasting 5 laps, as Stealth then holding off Paris and Rufus. Now Paris is on the soft tyres now, so he should have better traction coming out of this this tight hairpin here. He's got the outside here though, so he needs to duck on the inside. He can't because the corner opens out. What's he going to do through the bowl? Is he just going to try and carry more speed, take an outside line? Oh, sorry, we're not coming up to the bowl. I'm lost. Sorry, my bad. I've just realised where we are on this track. But he manages to keep to the inside. This is the corner I thought we'd picked him up at, actually. Let's call it the old hairpin. That's what we'll call it. He's now got the outside. Is he just going to run it all the way around the outside? If you can judge this, he needs to judge it very carefully. He's not managed to quite get onto the back of Stealth there, so I think he's too far behind to make a move into what we're going to call the new hairpin. We've got the old hairpin. Oh, Stealth's gone wide. There we go. That'll get him past. So loads of marbles on the outside of the track. Now this is what Tiddy needed to be doing, going right to the outside there, and then right to the outside on the exit. A lot better apex speed there for Paris, although he is on the softs, but needs to be doing that on the mediums as well. Braking under the bridge there for Paris, clipping the inside. This is very smooth from him. This looks pretty confident driving from Paris. As Lebillion finally makes his pit stop, Frank makes his. What is the order now then? That's who's come out where. Carlsberg still doing very well here in 4th place. So we have got Tiddy leading the way. He came out of the pits in the lead. IQ, by the way, has made his way up into 4th place. So let's just go back to Napoleon, our cameraman. He is on the medium tyres, Ninky on the softs, but he's gone even faster as IQ, a 154.4. And his previous lap, also very quick, a 154.7. He's really got the pace around here. He's a 10th faster as well. I think he's just learning this track. Let's watch him, because let's see what he's doing different to the other drivers. Let's see where this lap time comes from. Flat out through the king. And then, is he going to just pick up that inside apex? He's actually taking a wide line through there. Ninky gaining a bit of ground on him as a result. But then through the bowl, this is the line I'd be taking. Get yourself into that bowl and then pin it once you feel like you're going to make it round. He had a bit of a lift on the exit, so not perfect, but still reasonable. And Ninky nearly into the back of him there. Ninky maybe not expecting how early you have to brake through that compound left and right. As Carlsberg in trouble up in front. Carlsberg's gone and span. Carlsberg found the outside grass there. We saw it from IQ's point of view. IQ could still be on for a good result here. He's got 2 cars in front of him. And he's just given Stealth a bit of a nudge, but nothing bad happens of it. Down into first gear to get that rotation. And then on the accelerator, is he going to have a go into turn 1 here? Let's have a look. He's too far back, I think, but he could try it. No, he's not going to. He's got him on the second stage of braking though. he committed to a higher apex speed than Stealth and a tighter line, but now Stealth has got the track position on the exit. He's in a good position though for this next corner. It opens out, just take the inside, block off that apex on the power early, and Stealth just got on the marbles as well to boot. Ninky loses it behind, Ninky going round. So, spins for everyone. Spins are going in fashion at the moment, aren't they? And despite that overtake, IQ is only a 1/10 of a second off his personal best lap. So, how much time has he got left? He's only got 4 minutes left, so 2 more laps to make up extra positions. But he's having a great comeback. I think he could have won this race if he'd have not had the mishaps. Meanwhile, Tiddy takes the fastest lap though, using the soft tyres to great effect, 1:54.15. So just raising the bar and taking it away from IQ. Mighty Kid then in second place, and I'd say the story of Mighty Kid here is that he's not been in trouble. He's not made any mistakes, he's not done anything silly. Just consistency. The lap times, well, you know what? 1:54 on the softs. The other times down there are on the mediums. He was in the 56s on those medium tyres. Fairly consistent, no major mistakes. Shushu then showing that even though he has some bad qualifyings, he does have some good races. Repeating what he did last time out, starting near the back, but just being consistent and driving within his limits. And that is what I still recommend to everyone in League 2. It's just drive within your limits and try to just drive calm, collected, focus on each turn as it comes on the apexes, and don't do anything silly. And most of the time, people, you might not be winning the race, but you definitely won't be losing. Put it that way. And I've just noticed though, Frank with an even faster lap, 6/10 faster, 1:53.5 for Frank. So maybe Frank just wasn't enjoying the track on the medium tyres. He's now onto the softs, and a bit of a comeback drive from him, starting in pole position. He might still get pole and fastest lap, so still I think it's a point each for those in these races. So 2 extra points there, plus a 5th place as IQ chases him down, but he's chasing down the fastest man on the track. So I don't think IQ is going to move anywhere further forwards, and this will be the penultimate lap for him. I think Tiddy might end up having to do an extra lap here at the end of the race. Depends. No, he's not. He's going to go on to the final lap as he comes round, isn't he? Because he isn't going to get round one more time. Then let's see. So Paris then making his way back up into third. I did think he would. Even though he had that accident, he looked like he had some serious pace. Oh, Shushu getting all out of shape, and Paris has actually passed him as well. So let's just go back and just see where that happened. So it was as we exit the bowl, and we're coming down then into the hairpin, the new hairpin. Oh, not again, mate. Oh, come on, you've got to give that back. You've got to give that back. That is a push to pass. That is a punt, and this time round, I'm not giving you the benefit of the doubt for that one. That was on purpose. That needs to go to the stewards, I'm afraid. That's not what we like to see in URL. So maybe Shushu's still on for a podium, but it might have to get decided in the stewards' room. And now Paris has got the other problem that if Shushu loses places here, it could demote Paris even further. It's not a rule that I agree with in URL. I'm never shy of an opinion. I don't think that the steward should demote you to behind the car that you passed, because what if Shushu decided to slam the brakes on now and come last? You could deliberately stop the other player from getting points. Right, so I don't believe that that is the right way to deal with it, but then again I don't know what the right way is, as Shushu starting to lose composure here. He lets Frank through as a result of getting sideways on the grass. Frank back up into 4th place and possibly on for a podium here if Paris does get that penalty, and I think they should throw the book at him for that one, because that was very cynical. It was a dive and it was a punt, and there was a very clean opportunity there to make amends straight away, and he didn't. As Shushu appears to be drifting that Porsche. I've seen it on a few corners now, and I haven't called it out, but he is absolutely sliding it, and that won't be doing his tyres any good. As it is confirmed that it is the final lap. Tiddy will be taking it to the flag unless he makes a mistake, with Mighty Kid very low on fuel here in 2nd place, but he's not short shifting. Paris then in 3rd, Frank in 4th, and look at this though, IQ had actually caught up to Shushu here. I just don't think he's going to quite get him unless Shushu has made a mistake. I was going to say, if he makes a mistake, he's made a mistake. And this is bad for Paris as well, because I think he's going to get demoted behind him. Carlsberg having a poor race for his championship here. Tiddy taking 1st, Carlsberg coming in 8th place. It was a mistake with that pit stop, we confirmed. It confused me, but it was a mistake. Ninky with his tyres almost dead in 9th place. Then we've got Labillion. Sorry, we've not really shown you much, and there's been some guys down at the back here who we've not really focused on. It's quite a big field, isn't it? So I do apologise that we've not seen you. Rufus having a shocker. Look at the lap times: 2:08, 2:13, 2 minutes and 1:59. He's not kept it on the track on any of those laps. So I think this track just exposing, I think, some of the traits of some of our drivers here as well. That this is one of those tracks where if you're not adaptive and getting into a rhythm, you are going to struggle. You're going to hit that grass. You're going to lose huge amounts of time getting on the throttle and even have spins. So there we go though, that is our result. And actually I also apologise, we didn't see how Hoyland came last place, but he will get pole position for the next one, as we see a 2:13 there and a 2:19. So he's been in the wars a little bit as well. Hoyland tends to let it get to him a little bit. He tends to get frustrated. So yes, a very slow final lap for Hoyland in 14th. He'll start in pole for the next race. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed that, and be sure to drop a like and a subscribe, and tell us what you think in the comments as well. I will be back shortly for the second of our 2 races. Thank you and good night.